And guess what? The final margin was 3 points, and we're off, and it's a King's Gambit.
Love it. I love this choice of opening already. It has given Magnus a very big advantage. He's in a pawn up with a great attacking situation, and I think Andrew Tang kind of he just pre-moved into this, so that this has worked fantastically well. The extra pawn is an extra central pawn as well, and you can attack on the F file. So a very crafty opening choice that's there, Robert.
And Andrew, he used the pin on the C file before. He could have taken the D4 pawn. So he had the right idea, wrong execution. And now Magnus remains a pawn to the good. This looks fantastic for him. And there's too much pressure going on. The E file, the queen on E6 is loose. The knight on D5 will be hanging if you take on E5. And the rook takes back, hitting the queen and the knight beside it. So this looks like a winning advantage for Magnus on the clock and on the board.
And you know what I like best? Magnus is singing. Andrew takes the next one. Well, it's game on.
He'll be cutting it to 1. And now you see no more 1A6. He probably going to stop playing the King's Gambit going forward. Magnus is now like, this is getting too close for comfort. Now I need to give my full focus and play more mainline stuff. And I don't think Andrew knows this line nearly as well as Magnus does.
No, it's very hard to know the lines as well as, Magnus, who has this team of workers, and this is a very interesting idea. And if Black can stop White from castling, it could be a disaster. And yeah, he puts pressure on that knight, so if White castles, he captures it. And now White can't castle, so White's king is walking a tightrope. But what happened there?
Whoa.
Did Magnus blunder a piece? I think
yes.
he just lost a piece.
His knight was under attack. The piece of B4, was under attack and just didn't move it. That was strange.
Look at his face, Robert. Oh, if Andrew can keep this together, which, oh no, it's getting messy. Rook B1. Oh, he's fought back into the match. White is completely tied up here.
Wow.
This is a big game, Robert, I feel.
It is, yeah, because if Andrew won, it would be a 1-point match. But now Magnus, he's head bobbing. He's trading pieces if he wants to. He's also up over 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is a massive game because the difference with this one was, as you said, it could be 1 point in the match or 3 if Magnus wins. And Magnus wins to take it to 3 points, meaning that... And look at him, he gives a little laugh there, realising he was very lucky, meaning that Andrew must win this game now with the black pieces, and maybe the next game as well. I mean, this is a must-win scenario, isn't it? This game?
He needs to win this one, and he needs to win the next one, and he doesn't have a choice in the matter. So from the black side of this position, it looks like the pawn structure, not particularly good for either side, but the C7, C6 pawn is harder to get to. That pawn on F3 in particular, down the road, that could be a real weakness that White has to defend.
Yeah, and I love what Black's done with the knight there. The knight finding a great square. Rook takes knight as a threat. So Magnus sacrifices first here. And Black has chances in this one. Chances to get that important win, which he must win.
Yes, but the F file, that's going to give Black a lot of the action there. With the knight on D3, that is one of the best placed pieces you could possibly ask for.
Yeah, and those 2 pawns also, Robert, they're coming through the board, aren't they? I mean, 2 connected pass pawns, very scary here. And the rook now has to give way to the H pawn with... Okay, maybe that could have been played better.
Yeah, what a find, though. King G6, but now knight F4 kicks the king away. H7 falls, and... Uh-oh, it looks like mate. Knight E6, rook E7.
I think that could be it. You can see Andrew shaking his head there. There's only 2 minutes left, and Magnus giving a little cheer there. He realises he's through, and maybe a little sigh of relief.
Yeah,
I don't think he'll be complete. Sorry, Brian.
I was gonna say the same thing that you were about to say, so please finish, Simon.
I was gonna say I don't think Magnus will be 100% happy with the way the match went, but I don't know. It sort of hasn't been that clean.
And I think that's why he celebrated, because if he was going to win this match by a large margin, he'd be like, yeah, okay, another day at the office. But the fact that Andrew gave him a serious fight and there were some odd blunders and things of that nature, even in Bullet, odd for Magnus, I think that he felt like he was on some rocky terrain. And, well, even in this game, like, he was doing just fine, and suddenly he's dropped a pawn in an endgame, and his pawn structure is bad. So it has not been a perfect performance by any stretch of the imagination, but that's who Magnus is. Even when he's not playing perfectly, he's still beating stars like Andrew Tang by several points.
Yeah, I mean, he's done enough, I think, in this one, but he needs to play better than this if he's going to beat Hikaru, I would say. If we do see a Magnus Carlsen Hikaru final, I think Magnus will have to play a little bit better, because Hikaru is just not going to show any mercy.
He'll have to play better than this to beat Danya tomorrow, right?
Yes.
The way he's played in this match, I mean, Danya beat Andrew Tang by 8 points. And of course, things change day to day and match by match. But the way Danya's been playing in this event, I really think that Magnus will have to improve his play. And, well,